Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to show you some of my top favorite eye makeup brushes. These are going to be just not really all for eyeshadow, but just different purposes. So I picked out 10 here to show you just from my collection. These are all inexpensive drugstore type prices. So, I don't use any like Sigma or stuff like that's more expensive like that. These, I believe most of these are going to be well under $10, some under $5. So yeah, let's just jump right into that. So I'm just going to pick these at random, not really in particular order like with my favorite ones, because they all serve different purposes. So I'm just going to have them in a pile here. I'm just going to pick a random one. Okay, so this is the ELF Professional Eyeshadow Brush. I used to have a ton of these, like they came in little palettes and stuff. But this is just a flat shader type brush, and this is really nice for picking up like shimmery shadows to put all over the lid. I mean, you could even like smoke out the lower lash line with it. This is really multi-purpose, and this is a great staple brush to have. Okay, this is the Real Techniques shading brush. So this is kind of looks like that one, but it's a little kind of shorter and more fluffy. So what I do with this one is put eyeshadow under the lower lash line mostly. Then if I want to do like really like inner or outer corner, with this, it's okay for that. It's a little more blendy. So if you have a color like on just one portion of your lid and you want to blend it out, but you don't want a great big fluffy brush, this one will be good to do that with also. Is the Sonia Kashuk. I believe this is called the small eyeshadow brush. The brush says number 106. Sonia Kashuk doesn't label their brushes, which makes me sad because it's hard to talk about them. But this is just a really small flat. It's longer and definitely flatter than the ELF one. And this is great for packing on shimmer, or if you want to wet this brush and do the foiled shadow thing. This is really great for that. So this is not really any good for blending. This is just for packing on color. And the next one is this Sonia Kashuk. It looks like a pencil brush to me. This is number 202. And it's just a really small, pointy brush. So this is good for if you want to put like a highlight in the inner corner. It gets really precise. This is what I use today. I don't know if you can see my makeup there. But you can also apply product to your lower lash line. This will give you a really concentrated application of that. You can also blend out eyeliner with this too. The next one, now don't throw rocks at me for mentioning Morphe, but I did buy this with my own money, of course, and you see my subscriber count, and I get this for free. But this is the Morphe G24. I also have the Morphe G17. Honestly, they do the same function for me. It's just this one is a little more fluffier than this one, but this works really well for blending out like eyeshadow in the crease. I use it to blend out like my top. You put on your transition and then you do another one over top. This is what I do that for, and it really gives a smooth blend on the top part of the eyeshadow. And then the next one is another Sonia Kashuk. This is the number 109, and this is just a blending brush. Mostly I use this one for just a transition shade. It can blend out other colors. It's just, this is not my absolute favorite, but it's definitely in the top. Because this one I'm finding is kind of a little bit scratchy, but not horrible. Like it's tolerable. But like the Morphe one is so soft. But this is, I just mainly use this for a transition shade. And then if I need to go back and blend over, like at the very end, I'll put a little bit of the transition shade on the brush and then go over, area that I messed up on. And another blending brush, I don't know how I picked all those at the same time. But this is the Wet n Wild. I believe this is just called the blending brush. They don't have names on there either. But this one is just really good. Pretty much I use this for the same purpose as the Morphe one. It just kind of depends, if one's dirty or whatever. But this one is definitely way cheaper than the Morphe one. This one is literally 99 cents. So if you can find these Wet n Wild brushes at your Walgreens or CVS or wherever, definitely pick them up. But the only thing I don't like about this is that it gets stained really easily. Like I've washed this a few times and it's still stained. So Wet n Wild brushes are a great one. If you don't have that many brushes to start out with, you can definitely do a pretty good look with just the Wet n Wild brushes that are like $1. Alright, just 3 more here. So this one is the Real Techniques Detailer brush. I used this today. It's got like glitter glue in it, but this one is just a flat like triangle pointy shape brush, and basically all that I use this for is to put on glitter glue, or if you do cut creases at all, I haven't ventured into that yet, but you would be able to just put like the concealer or whatever like in a precise line. And this is good for cream products too. I've tried to use this with like powder, but it doesn't really work that well. I mean, you can like take just the side of the brush and then maybe set your liner or something with it, but that's about all I can get out of this. So I mean, it's really good for getting the really precise placement of like glitter glue or stuff like that. And this one is the Real Techniques base shadow brush. So I just use this basically for what it says. I set my eyeshadow primer with this brush and just a skin tone eyeshadow. And you can also, you can also do blending with this. You can place eyeshadow too, but that's just, I mainly just use this for the base, so I don't have to keep like wiping it out, because I use it with a light color all the time. And if I use it with a dark color, you know. You can also, if you use like a paint pot type of thing, or like a potted eyeshadow primer, this would work good for that too. I have used it before with those, but I just prefer to use my finger for that purpose now. So this is good for setting your eyeshadow primer. And the last one here, this is the e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. This is definitely not a fluffy blending brush at all. It's just really dense and kind of round. And what I use this for is this to shadow in my outer corner or outer V, whatever you want to call it. And I don't like swipe with this so much as just kind of pat on, and then I'll kind of blend that over like into the very bottom part of the crease. And so those are my 10 favorite eyeshadow brushes, and let me know if you have tried any of these or if you have any other suggestions. And let me know if you want me to do any other kinds of videos like this. I've done already a favorite face brush video, so definitely check that out down below. I did do demos with that one. I thought it might be kind of difficult to do demos with 10 eye brushes. Would be here forever. But yeah, so let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see next, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos, project pans, favorites, stuff like that. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.